Hey everyone, Jody from Bird Dog Off-Road Adventures here. Today we're going to go over the installation of the new Mabett Raptor Style tail lights. Stay tuned. Alright, so looks like we got some instructions. Hey, yay, that's good. So we'll probably be using our friend Cooper's instructions, but it's good if they send these just in case you need a little further clarification. Pull out the foam here. Voila! Ooh, these look pretty nice. Keep in mind I'm doing this one-handed, so bear with me. Nope, you can't help. So, look nice. Of course, this is obviously just here for aesthetics. There's no functional lane assist in there. To start this installation, we're going to get our tools needed. At least that's what we know that we need. So we got a wrench, of course. We have a 10 millimeter, 8 millimeter, and 7 millimeter socket, also with a couple extensions. I got a teeny tiny flathead screwdriver, and this is just to basically help, in case we need help disconnecting anything, you know, to wedge in there. We also have these, which I really love, these pry tools. They're plastic, so they won't damage your paint. And of course, we have our trusty Ryobi power wrench. You know, the thing is about the wrenches, you gotta be careful taking stuff off. I don't mind using that at all, but putting stuff back on, if you're going into plastic, I'm hesitant about going all the way with that. So I might use the regular wrench for that. But anyway, also we have the instructions that came with it. They're kind of hard to read because they're a little small, but oh well. We've seen enough videos, I think we can handle this pretty easily. So one of the things I did forget to mention as far as tools needed is a trusty screwdriver. So you have these little 3 bolts here. You'll have them on the other side too. We're going to focus on the driver's side this time, just because it's easier to access and film. But just kind of, these are kind of like the fender well screw tabs. You have to do these a certain way. Can't get too aggressive with them. All right, so some of the stuff you see, it tells you to take your fender flares off. This just lays on top of that. So the most I might do is loosen this one up. I might try to pop this out without moving that one. I don't think the body mount thing should be in the way because it's down below everything. So we'll find out. So we're going to learn together. Now, I will say this. So this body mount thing is getting in the way as far as trying to get this panel off. There we go. All right. Yeah, because this body panel filler right here, you may not have this. Most people you won't. You might want to take this thing all the way up, but just be on the safe side and unloosen it a little bit. There we go. Perfect. You can see that does go back in here a little bit, so I have to be careful with that. I might take this loose a little bit more before I put it back on. But as you can see, it's on here. Boy, check out that mud. That nice? Now, something to note, and I'm sure most of you already know this. This piece right here is actually the lane turn assist. And the Raptor, you'll see the Raptor lights, you'll see that big block right there. In the factory Ford Bronco Raptors, this sits inside that block. Obviously, since we're not a Raptor, we're only pretending to be, we don't have to move this. This stays exactly where it's at. No problem solved, correct? All right, so let's keep going. We're going to remove this bolt right here. This is the top one next to the tail light. It's the only one you remove. You don't remove this one down here. So that's one of the 2 10 millimeter bolts per side. So we'll take this off for now. We'll use it back later. So just hang tight. So I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it or not, but there is another bolt. It's a 10 millimeter bolt, the second 10 millimeter bolt that is located under here. don't know if you can see it or not. All right. So this is a little bit smaller. We'll set it over there. And it should allow you to move this bracket out of the way. There we go. And you'll see in other videos, you have these 3 knobs that pop in these places right here. So you just pop this out. Might take a little finagling, a little pull and tug. Don't get too impatient. Don't get too aggressive. You definitely want to break any of this stuff. So now we have 2 8mm bolts. I don't know if you can see it from the camera, but one's right here and one's back here. They're buried back here pretty deep, so just know that. It's kind of hard to film this and hold the camera at the same time. So all right, so that fell back there. Don't worry about it. We'll get that here in just a minute. I think it happens to most people when they do this. So some people go in here and go ahead and connect that. I don't think, there goes the screw. Yeah, there you go. All right, you just pull outward. It's kind of like the Toyota 4Runner light that I had. And then you're going to disconnect this there we go. Disconnect this from the factory one and take it off. See, good and dirty. That's the way God intended, right? Right, so you take your 7mm socket, and what we're going to do, and I think I was trying to put this up to you, we have 4 bolts. And I don't know how good you're going to be able to see this, but I can point it out to you one more time. You have 1 bolt here, 1 bolt here, 1 bolt here, and another bolt up here. And you're also going to have to get this thing off of here. So, and this is where I think it may require the flathead screwdriver, the small flathead screwdriver, or one of the products. All right, so now we're going to unsnake this wire. I don't know if you can really see this that good, but you just basically have to unsnake it because you're going to have to take this off. There. Finally. Now we're going to match this up. You know, other people might clean it off first, but, you know, it's going to get dirty again anyway, so I don't see the point of that. You just turn it. This little knob's going to be facing out, so you have to slide it. You can't really see how you're going in there, but you have to slide in there. Now again, they give you, this wiring is not conducive to put back where the factory one was. At least in my opinion, it's not. But you can try. You know, be very careful. Don't want to damage your wiring. Now we should be ready to put this on. So let's go over here and put it on. So we put this bracket on. You got bolt here, bolt back there. You can't hardly see it for the wire, and a bolt up here. Those are those 7mm bolts you have to put on. I did twist tie this around that wire loom. I hope it doesn't have any interference issues. Here's the connector for the factory piece. And other than that, that's pretty much the gist of everything we just did. So hopefully this won't be a issue. They're going to be in close proximity anyway. So if not, we may have to pull it back off. But we'll test. That's why you test everything out before you bolt everything back up. I don't know if you can see it or not, but this is where sometimes shit gets tricky, but you just gotta, there it goes. Ah, there it goes. Sweet. We just gotta line this thing up to where it will go in. That's about right. Oh. Ah, there we go. All right. All the bolt holes are lined up. So let's test these things out, make sure they work real quick. All right, so I gotta stand here because it's sunny outside. All right, looks like the regular lights work. All right, you see the lights work? All right, that works. Looks like we're good to go. All right, so instead of boring you with a long ass video with
doing all these at real time. We decided to speed things up just so respect for your all's time. But basically, you're doing everything in reverse at this point. You're putting the 8 millimeters in, then the 10 millimeters, and then you're pretty much slapping the body parts on you, and you're good to go.
Put this back on, and then this other bolt goes, the other 10 millimeter bolt goes in this hole right here down to here. That's why you couldn't see it earlier. So just want to make sure you're aware of that. All right. Check it out. Pretty good look, I think.
So now here we're going to start on the passenger side. You can see me here loosening up the Anderson Composites carbon fiber fender lies a little bit so that thing will slide out. So the passenger side's a little bit more difficult, I would think, as far as accessing, like sticking your fingers up there and getting those body panels to pop out. But other than that, it's the exact same process as the other side. So I would suggest starting out on the driver's side because I consider it slightly easier, and then go into the passenger side to wrap up. So anyway, just want to point that out. Just kind of push it, push it, push it, push it real good. Push it. As always, hope you enjoy this video. Please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. We got a lot more stuff to come soon. Stay tuned.